Welcome back as we continue this Metra showcase on day 4 of CMA Industry Week. I'm your host, Ben Wu. And of course, I have to bring on our Canadian sales rep for Metra in Canada, and Gatlin Sandhu.
Hello. Back again.
Now we're going to shift gears a little bit. We went to Harley Davidson for a bit with the Saddle Tramp brand. Now we're going to get into potentially and arguably an even bigger category, if that's possible. And that is aftermarket lighting, LED, yes. RGB, all that type of stuff. And there are 2 brands within the Metra lineup which are dedicated to lighting, one being Heise LED and the other being Daytona Lights.
That's right. Yes. So Heise is our main brand, and it's kind of like the upper echelon in the lighting category for us. And then, of course, we have our Daytona series, which is more of our competitor line. And we've got a lot to talk about in regards to categories, but to kind of give you guys a synopsis of the amount of lighting that we have available here at Metra from both our Heise and Daytona series. Everything from automotive, truck, ATV, UTV, motorcycles, Jeeps, marine applications, light bars, light pods, RGB lighting, light bulbs. I mean, there's endless supply of different lighting options for any application that is available. And so when you start looking at how wide and vast our variety is, and again, I encourage everybody that's viewing to go on our website on metraonline.com and click on that catalog link at the top there and click on the Heise and Daytona series light catalogs. You will see everything from municipality lighting, trailer lighting, marine applications. There are just so many things that Heise and Daytona series offers, in which we will not be able to talk about every single one of them today,
but we do have a couple new things that we're going to highlight. And of course, we're going to lean on our good friends and the dynamic duo known as Jason and Aaron from Metra Studios. What's going on, guys?
Hola. How's it going?
I think we were talking in the back studio before, like, oh my God, only 1 hour to talk about lighting. I'm like, we're going to have to compact this. So let's dive right into it, guys. Like I said, no time to waste. Let's start with this.
This is our newest piece from the Heise RGB lineup. It's our underglow kit, the RGB 1-UNDG LED. So our underglow kit. You get to choose from 16 million different color options using the Metra RGB Smart app, which we've discussed several times throughout the rest of the segments. You can download that from our Apple iTunes or Android stores, and it's got built-in lighting transitions, flash patterns, and more. This 4-piece package includes 2 36-inch bars and 2 48-inch sealed water-resistant LED tubes. It includes all the mounting hardware, the extension cables. It's a nice, clean, simple, fast installation, durable RGB lighting solution. And of course, the RGB CB1, which is here in my hand, is sold as a separate identity to control all of this. This is a really nice addition to our Heise lineup. This allows people to, again, accent their Jeeps, accent their trucks, their big rigs, their, UTVs, ATVs, all of that fun stuff in a nice manner. I don't have one personally here with me to show you, but they're really high quality, super nice housings that are there, nice and watertight and sealed. All the connections there again. We always do our due diligence on anything that is going to be on the outside of the car. And so, again, all those nice weather pack sealed connectors, super clean, super nice install. All the hardware is included. And this is a new piece for us here over at Metra. And it's a nice offering for us.
Yes, absolutely. Now, with that, just so we're clear, you mentioned that the controller is separate with that kit. Does that mean you need that controller to use the application?
That's correct. Yeah, you will need the separate RGB LED controller box, and that's this right here.
And that's a universal box across all RGB kits from Heise?
That's correct. Yeah. Okay. And to quickly talk about that, I'll just pull it out of the box here. This is it here. So again, nice, clean, easy box to mount. They showed this on the Saddle Tramp video there, but all predetermined connections for your accessory ground and accessory powers, and then all of your nice clean connections here for a weather pack.
Very nice.
Just to elaborate just on that, just to add to what Gatlin was saying, and what you were asking is the reason why the controller is separate is because we built and designed the controller to handle up to 10 amps worth of lights. And if you've ever seen 10 amps worth of lights, it's an insane amount. So
it's like 29 bars.
It's 29 of our Heise rock lights. That's 10 amps. So with the light bars, with the underglow kit, you can add in light bars, rock lights, interior lighting, and all operated off of one controller.
Okay.
So,
right.
So that's why we don't package the controller with a single kit with single piece, because it can be expanded beyond that.
Yeah.
So just to be clear, one controller, multiple systems, all synchronized.
Correct.
Yes, absolutely.
And on the strips themselves, they are semi-flexible as well.
Yes.
So
They're a polycarbonate tube. So they're very flexible. Comes with all the mounting hardware. We just got a tech call yesterday on this exact part. And what the tech call was about is when they would plug it in on one end, it would act funny. Half the lights would go out. They would be different colors. So what we did is we pulled one from stock. We tested it. And what we found is that the customer didn't actually key the connections in correctly.
correct. There is a keyway for it.
There is a keyway, but he forced them in, which caused the product not to work like you wanted.
Yeah, they're daisy chained. So
yeah, they're all daisy chains. So there's minimal connections all the way through. So immediately we got with our head manager in tech support. He sent off the information so we could post that online as a tech tip for anybody that runs into that issue again.
Let's see if I can zoom in on that keyway connection for you guys in the camera here. You guys can see that little keyway right there.
Now we see it. Yep.
You see it there above, I guess it'd be at 12 o'clock.
Yep.
When you're installing these connectors, just make sure that keyway lines up with the other connector. And you'll see here that there's a spin-on type weather pack connection. And, as it's kind of going up the sleeve here, you'll thread it in, and then it'll create a nice, don't force it. Don't force it.
Yeah, exactly. Don't force it.
If you have to feel like you're going to force it, just stop what you're doing, because you're probably not doing it right. Let's go to the video that further illustrates this great product.
Introducing Metra's RGB LED underglow lighting kit, the RGB1-UND GLED. This kit is designed for all-terrain on powersport vehicles like boats, cars, and more. Choose from 16 million different color options using Metra's RGB smartphone app with pre-built lighting transitions, flash patterns, and more. This 4-piece package includes two 36-inch and two 48-inch sealed water-resistant LED tubes, mounting hardware, and extension cables, providing a fast and durable RGB lighting solution. For any more information on this product or other brands, you can visit metraonline.com, find us on Facebook, and follow us on Instagram. Thank you for choosing Metra Electronics. We are 12 volt.
Aaron, is that your Jeep?
I think you caught a little bit of our intro video there.
no, that's not mine. But somebody spent a boatload of
Man.
money making that thing look good, didn't they?
Yo, that Jeep is badass. Holy, the full windshield conversion and everything.
Yeah.
Whew.
Turned out really
That's
good.
that was actually a customer of ours that has Heise product on it. Sent us that video, and it was actually as an introduction to Heise overall, which we saw the underglow kit afterward. But still, great looking Jeep.
Oh yeah, pretty.
Truck didn't look bad either, right, John Brothers?
Oh, the truck. Yeah, I mean, I love the lights that literally
Trucks
go
are
in
okay.
every direction. Yeah, trucks are okay.
Yeah,
According to Aaron. Yeah, trucks.
Jonathan Brothers is in the comments section, so I'm sure he's just
yeah.
he misses
I bet
that.
he
He
is.
get a Jeep. He had a Jeep now, didn't he?
Your truck looked awesome, John.
Don't worry.
Yeah. There's a thing Jeep people can do that other people can't though.
Oh yeah, what's that?
Jeeple.
Okay, moving on.
All right, here we go. Next slide. Next slide.
At Heise, we've also got obviously our sealed, our headlight replacement bulbs. I apologize there. Single beam and dual beam, 16,000 lumens, 70 watts, 6,500 K color temperature, 260 times brighter than other competitive LED headlights, built-in reverse polarity protection. Side cable connection for slimmer installation into those housings that have those backing plates that click on behind the bulbs. IC thermal control with high-speed smart fan for keeping those things nice and cool and keeping them lasting a long time behind the headlight housing. 2 millimeter solid copper thermodynamic core, rotatable collar. That's really important when you're installing these bulbs. You got to make sure that you're lining up that beam in a halogen housing so you don't get that light scattering. And instantaneous full lumen startup. So as soon as they start up, you get that nice bright pattern. And then they have an operating voltage between 12 and 24 volts. They're IP65 rated, and just a really nice set. I think that Jason and Aaron there have a couple of, I believe, samples there on the desk, and let's see if they can show us all about those.
Yeah, I just want to show you some of the benefits. Again, we can get up close here, but so this is an H11 bulb. This is a factory bulb, and this is the new Heise Pro Series bulb. And one of the most important things is that the element from the OE bulb match up with the location of the LED, so that when you snap this thing into a housing, and key it into the housing, the LED chipset is located in the same position as the incandescent filament. And this will help. I mean, obviously, once you get this light into the headlight housing and it becomes, reflector,
Really
it's
bright.
going to amplify that light. The LEDs need to be in the right position to amplify that light correctly. You'll also notice that, overall, the LEDs themselves are very thin. See if you can get that. So they're not big and they're not bulky, and it helps control that beam pattern a little bit better. Gatlin mentioned something about the collar being adjustable. This is incredibly important. We're about to get a video online of showing how to properly adjust the beam pattern and also how to properly adjust the light within the OE housing. So
Yeah, because
that'll be a good video.
there's a lot more to it than just clocking this around. Usually you got to readjust the beam because you've changed a few of the parameters, the way LED lights shoot versus incandescent, different wavelength. But
yeah,
that 2 minutes you will spend adjusting it. I said it on the last videos last week and this one again. That 2 minutes you spend adjusting this is going to keep, one, your customer coming back, and number two, keep Johnny Lawler, I guess, the mounted.
It's gonna really make or break the install.
Yeah.
So, but
The whole
take
point
your time with it.
bulb is to get more light output. And, it's not just for looks. An incandescent bulb is a yellow, kind of dull looking bulb. And, LED technology is becoming more and more white and bright with the lumens. And so, if you're investing the money to invest in a nice set of bulbs for your vehicle, then, you take that 2 minutes and you clock that bulb correctly so it lines up in the housing correctly. You're going to avoid any of that light scattering. You're going to avoid any, issues or people flashing their high beams at you because of
That's right.
improper bulb installation. So we've done our due diligence on the bulb and the clocking ability on the actual bulb. And I do have one here to kind of look at quickly, but that collar is a very important piece to the clockability of getting that light beam lined up just like that inside of the housing, not like this or like this, but like this right there, nice and straight. So that would be
kind of case in point, like we were talking about with the underglow kit. If you're forcing it in, start again.
Yeah, that's absolutely right.
New term, gentlemen. Clockability.
Clockability.
Clockability. The ability to clock.
Just clock it.
The clockability of that bulb.
Just clock it.
Just clock it. Here we go.
We're going to smurf clocking is what they're doing. Clock on.
Clock on. It looks like Ben's frozen.
Oh, we're going to clock on without him then.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, absolutely. So, the new Pro Series bulb definitely has improved output, higher output. It actually runs a lot cooler. And, if you're familiar with LEDs, heat is the killer, unless you wire them backwards. But
we got that undercover too. So
right, and I mean, in Canada, we've got a little bit of a temperature variance. We get about 12 inches of snow. You guys get about 12 inches of sunlight. And the difference in the weather capabilities of these light bulbs is super important. There's the Pro Series, of course, and then there's also the Daytona series of LED bulb replacements. And maybe you guys can help me explain the differences between Heise and the Daytona series of light bulbs specifically.
So a lot of it is output. Daytona Lights it's a great bulb. It's an economy bulb, and it meets a specific type of customer's requirements. One thing that we do offer within the Heise line is overall better coverage of vehicles. So we just launched in the Pro Series a D-style bulb, which is all of your projector and reflector style housings, D1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Right.
In the Daytona Lights line, we don't have that.
We don't have that.
So it's really, Heise is our primary premium line. And Daytona is close, but it just meets that
Daytona by no means
market.
For being economical, they're certainly not cheap.
No, not at all.
They're great output. In terms of clockability or scalability, it lets you start a customer here and eventually get them here.
That's right.
In the real world, just different things to. Different jumping off point.
That's right. And another option, or another benefit to obviously Heise is our warranty. You got 3 years on our Heise bulbs versus a 1-year warranty on our Daytona Lights. So overall, you have more support from the Heise line that you can offer your customer. Welcome back.
Yeah,
welcome back, then.
That's the thing about going live for 100 million hours straight. Sometimes it's gonna. But I got back here pretty quick, which is nice. What I was gonna say. I'm sure you expanded on the Heise line, but we got a great video here. To further illustrate those bulbs right there.
Perfect.
Great.
Introducing Heise LED's new line of Pro Series LED replacement headlight bulbs. This new line improves both visibility and ease of installation, leading the way with more advanced technologies like an onboard IC thermal controller with high-speed smart fans, built-in reverse polarity protection, and a 2mm solid copper thermodynamic core. Available in 26 sizes for single beam, dual beam, and new HID replacements. Dim headlights are a thing of the past. Turn on these bulbs and receive an instantaneous 16,000 lumens to light the way. Compared to traditional LED replacement bulbs, the Pro Series replacement are 260% brighter, and at only 35 watts per bulb, they are not taxing on the vehicle's electrical system. Replacing a set of headlight bulbs with these cannot be simpler. They are made with a metal collar that is designed to replace the OE bulb for a simple and secure installation. The connectors also match the OE connector. The shallow design and right angle harnessing allows for the factory dust cap to be installed, completing the job to a manufacturer's standard. For new HID replacements, they have been optimized to work with both reflector and projector optics. They are also built with a special C-style collar. The C-style collar works with projector S housings and reflector R housings. When installing new bulbs in a vehicle, it is sometimes necessary to adjust the alignment to get the optimal performance. For pattern adjustments, the vehicle needs to be on a level surface 10 feet back from a wall or garage door. The first step in getting proper alignment is getting the correct pattern. All of the Pro Series bulbs come with an adjustable collar to correct this pattern. Depending on the model, an Allen key may be required. For those models, the Allen key has been included. To adjust the pattern, loosen the set screw just enough so that the bulb can be rotated. While turning the bulb, watch the pattern on the wall change. When the pattern becomes crisp with a sharp line and no hot spots in the field, stop rotating and retighten the set screw. For dual beam bulbs, be sure to check out both high and low beams before finishing the installation. If you install the bulb and find the low beam is brighter than the high beam, your bulb is positioned wrong. To fix this, simply rotate the bulb 180 degrees and reset. The next step is to correct the height of the headlights. For height adjustments, the vehicle needs to be on a level surface 3 feet back from a wall or garage door. Height adjustment is done by turning the adjustment screw built into the headlight assembly, which typically requires a Phillips screwdriver or socket. The vehicle's user manual can assist in locating this and tools needed. First, locate the dot on the front of the headlight lens, in front of the new bulb. This dot marks the center of the light. Measure from the ground up to this point and record the measurement. With some masking tape or painter's tape, place a piece of tape 12 inches long on the wall directly in front of the light at the same height recorded. Now using the adjustment screw on the headlight, move the beam pattern up or down so that the top edge of the beam is at the height marked on with the tape. Once the beam and the tape match, the height is set correctly and the headlight is now properly aligned. With the headlight properly adjusted, you can feel confident getting behind the wheel, knowing that you will now have a safer night experience. Not only because you have a better performing bulb, but because they are set to have the best visibility for driving. For any more information on this product, you could visit heiseled.com, find us on Facebook, and follow us on Instagram. Thank you for choosing Metra Electronics. We are 12 volt.
Wow, that is a really educational video. I learned a lot with that one.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, I'll be honest. The clockability part, I knew I was aware of, but the height one, that was on point. Very, very nice. I'm glad you guys are going to go back and watch that.
Want your chickadee driving down the street getting looks because it's good, not because it's blinding everybody.
100%. 100%.
So while you were there previous to the video, Ben, we were talking a little bit about the Daytona series versus the Heise series. And so let's jump right into that other slide on Daytona. And as you guys can imagine, Daytona series is, not a lesser version in a lot of sense of Heise, and also has a lot of product offerings in regards to a lot of similar outfits, such as driving lights, cube lights, and etc. And so here we have a couple of new pieces, the DL-DL1. These are a set of driving lights. Again, can be mounted anywhere in the front of the vehicle. Nice black housings, sleek looking. Below that is the DL-CL3, and that just the 3 stands for 3 rows of light, or three patterns of light there. If you'll notice on the housings, you have the lighting on the left and the right-hand sides as well. Super nice cube lights. And then below that, we have the DL-DL4S driving light. And this is more of a flood 60-degree lighting pattern. We can talk about all the different types of housings that we have, but these are just a few to give you a taste of the Daytona series. And again, this is more of a competitive line. A lot of our retailers can take this brand and really drive against with the competition. It's always seems to be that there's at some places a race to zero and no one wants to get there, and so we want to make sure that we have a competitive line that you can compete with and become profitable in the Bay. Right? Have a product offering that has great warranty support, tech support, and quality, and we've kind of knocked it out of the park with our Daytona series.
Absolutely. I'm just taking a look here. So the driving lights, what are we seeing? I'm sorry, I want to go to the guys in the studio, but I have a question for you, Gatlin.
Sure.
What are we seeing the most type of application for these in the Canadian market? Because I know sometimes motorsports and the trends are a little bit different north and south. I'm just curious, what are you seeing?
In Canadian markets, we're looking at 18-wheelers. We're looking at trucks, cars, front bumper applications where, depending on where you're driving and where the laws prohibit, we can, use these applications and get a lot more, vivid lighting. It's just the driving lights, the top ones there are more of they're a spotlight. So, each light that we offer, typically will have a different pattern that is available for lighting. And, on the top one here, the DL1s, it's a spot 10-degree, angle. So when you turn them on, they're specific to a very certain area. And so they're not like a flood light where you're going to get a large, vast, set of lighting. But, the possibilities are kind of endless. You can mount these pretty well anywhere where they'll fit.
Okay. And now I'm going to contrast that with our friends here out in Florida. What are you seeing the application of these going to? Where's the I'm trying to direct dealers to these.
It's pretty much the same. I mean, off-road vehicles for sure. On-road vehicles, Florida's a little lax on that kind of stuff sometimes. But we get hunters that use our lights while they're in the woods.
Areas.
Yeah, rural areas.
Anywhere
even guys that fish here in the we're right on the ocean, so they fish.
Test the fishing.
They can use the lights to light up the area around them. We have a full line of marine lights. They're a Metra Marine, but still. Yeah. It's about it, you can really use them in any type of application. If you're using them on the road and if they're lit up, that's where you're going to run into a problem.
Yeah, at least down here.
Yeah. But if they're on the vehicle and you're going to use them in an off-road show.
Yeah, like state of Florida doesn't care. Places like Virginia, you have to have them capped off. To even install them, you have to have a cap.
Yeah, so you got to have a cover for them.
Some states are really strict. Florida isn't one of them. Most states, I wouldn't say go daringly, but if you have them angled right and you're not blinding incoming traffic and you're not being a distraction, most of the time you're not going to get messed with.
I live in the
rural.
Yeah, I mean, I live in a rural area, and I have to outfit my vehicles with auxiliary lighting because once we get to certain areas, it gets a little dark, and the wife likes to see where she's going, doesn't like to see like eyeballs sticking out from the woods too much, so she likes to see what I'm talking about. But one unit that we unfortunately, I know we're not talking about this session, but I have to bring up because I'm very impressed by is the Heise light control unit. So if you're building a system with multiple different type of lights like the ones we just showed from Daytona, I don't have the part number. I'm not.
Well, to give you an example,
okay, no,
the 8-gang. Yeah, it's HE-SWP8, which is our 8-gang switch panel from Heise.
That's the one. That for me is money. I love that thing because whether you're building up a tractor, a pickup, a boat, and you have different lighting systems, that is your interface. So I think that's a really cool.
Absolutely correct.
Yeah,
that is an awesome piece. Awesome piece.
All right. What do I have here?
We got a video.
We do have a video. Yes.
Daytona Series.
Let's go to Daytona Series.
My name is Jason. I'm from Metra Electronics. Today we're going to be talking about the Daytona Lights line and some of the new products that we're launching this year. The Daytona Lights line is the economy entry-level line from Metra Electronics for aftermarket vehicle lighting and accessories. So I've got about 5 items laid out on the table today that we're going to be showing you some of the new features and new styles of our economy line series. The first light I'm going to tell you about is Daytona Lights DL-DL4R. This is a round 5-inch flood pattern light. It's got a 60-degree disbursement. It's got 9 chipsets in it. It comes in a pair with all of the mounting brackets needed to get both of these mounted. When I throw some power to this, you can see that the light has a lot of output, but relatively low current draw at 1.34 amps each. This won't be any problem installing. The next light we're going to talk about is the DL-DL4S. This is the same style of light as our 5-inch round light, only in square. So outside dimensions is 5. Again, 9 LED chipsets. Comes in a pair with all the mounting hardware included in the box. This also has a low current draw with high output. It does have a flood pattern, 60-degree flood pattern output. And again, 1.35 amps each. Now the next light I'd like to show you is Daytona Lights DL-DL1. And this is a driving light. What's great about this light is it can be installed obviously on the front of the car to help improve visibility while you're driving down the road. But it can also be mounted in the rear of the car to help you during while you're reversing. So again, these come with 2 in a box, all the mounting hardware you needed to get this thing mounted, and because of its low current draw and high output, 0.76 amps of current per light. You'll be able to get this thing installed at relatively ease. You don't need some thick gauge wire in order to get power to this thing. It's going to function and light up the area just like it needs to. Now the next light I'd like to talk to you about is our Daytona Lights DL-CL2. This light is very similar to our CL1 in the Daytona Lights line. The difference being is that this is a spot light with 5D lenses. So we have 2 options now for you. We have one for the flood, which is our CL1, and now we have one for spot, which is our CL2. Very similar operation. 0.9 amps of current draw. Now the final light I'd like to show you today is Daytona Lights DL-CL3. And this light offers unique features that are not found anywhere else in the Daytona Lights line. And that being the 6 chipsets in the center here can be lit up independently of the 6 chipsets on either side. They're controlled by 2 trigger wires, so you can power them individually or you can power them together. Again, my power supply here, we'll power up just the front ones, and then we can power up the sides, and if we need to, we can power up both. Now the benefit to this is you have both a spot and flood combo with this particular light. Again, comes in a pair. You can see that it's got a nice 4-color box, so it's going to look great on the shelf, and it's going to help your customers identify that this is a quality product. So we've gone over some of the products that we're launching in the Daytona Lights line this year, from cube lights to the new driving lights. What Metra Electronics has always done is provided a high quality product, and for the Daytona Lights line, we're at that value price point. So it's really going to help you guys in the Bay. It's going to give your customers some options when the more expensive options aren't really available to them. So for more information, you can always check out Metra Electronics website, metraonline.com, for more information.
All right, there you have it. Great explanation, Jay.
Absolutely.
I do like that
Yeah,
dual
thanks.
purpose one. Is kind of nice to have the spot and a flood option on the same light. Very nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just to kind of,
2 different ways to trigger it too.
on the packaging, like we've made it a very, nice, appealing looking package, so that when you guys are displaying these on your display shelves, it reiterates quality, right? Whether it's a Daytona series or Heise series, the quality is still there. And again, we've just made it so that there's a competing line with some other competitors.
Very, very cool. Let's go on to the next offering from Daytona Lights. More RGB LED kits.
More RGB. And again, the offerings aren't just from the Heise lineup. We've also got the Daytona series. And this is an RGB LED kit. Extension wires are included. Music controller with key fob. And the music controller is kind of a neat piece. So when you've installed these on the interior of your vehicle, you can play your music and, the lights can flash and beat to, the music and all that. Really neat installation, just a cigarette lighter adapter plug there. These are for more of a DIYer type guy. Of course, you can always get your retailer or installer to install them for you and do a really nice, tidy, clean job, whether you're doing it yourself or through a retailer. Of course, we always suggest if you can use a retailer and help the little guy out too. It's always a good thing to do, especially here in Canada. And the install is super clean and easy. Plug and play connectors, as mentioned, includes a cigarette lighter adapter and also hardwire power options as well. If you don't want to take up that cigarette lighter adapter inside of your dash or have any wires kind of coming up from a center console or anything like that. And the key fob, which can go on your set of keys, and remote is also included. There's the DL RGB K1, the DL, where we go? The DL RGB K1, and it looks like we've got the RGB K3 and then the RGB K4. And those are just dictated in longer lengths and shorter lengths.
All right, very cool. So I got to ask, what are the primary difference between this kit and the one that we were talking about with Heise?
Go ahead, Jason.
So primary difference is controller. Obviously the controller for the Heise line for Saddle Tramp are basically our RGB controller. Mm-hmm. It handles 10 amps worth of current. There's an app to control it. It has different trigger inputs. It handles music, and you can do color capture and all that other stuff through our RGB app. The Daytona Lights ones, these particular pieces, they are
standalone.
They're economy kits. They're standalone, and they're controlled with that key fob remote or the little card remote that comes with the kit. So there is no app control for this. As far as the LED strips, the LED strips are, when you're getting RGB strips, they're about the same. They have 50-50 options. They got some other options, but 50-50 is the brightest. We want to make sure that we're giving you guys the most output you can when you choose to buy one of our products. So I would say that's the main difference, is the way that they're controlled. And the installation of them, Heise, whether it's Heise or whether it's Power Sports, the connectors are a little bit different as well. Within the Daytona Lights line, they're not a watertight or waterproof connection. So, within our higher end lines, then, we upgrade everything from the controller to the connectors.
Sure.
More of an interior only kit.
Exactly. So these particular kits, like I said, like Gatlin said, there's 4 kits that cover interior lighting, underglow kit, wheel well accent light kit, and then there's another kit in there with like 10 4-inch strips for you just to go wild with. It comes with a splitter,
anywhere you want. Yeah.
Extensions and all that other stuff. So
because you're looking at a price point,
yeah.
If you got some shop materials, marine grade heat shrink, with the hot stuff inside of it, that'll certainly help waterproof.
You can definitely make it waterproof.
You can expand upon it, but it's again coming in at a price point for your customer to get them in that door.
That's right.
Right, but as far as the undercar kits and everything, same type of hardware that comes with.
No. Actually, in the Daytona Lights line, they are adhesive strips.
Okay.
So you really got to clean that up well. Within the Heise line, we have the underglow kit. That is a complete solution. So it's got the acrylic tubes, it's got the mounting hardware, zip ties, and everything else like that.
Everything you need. Okay.
Yes, within the Daytona Lights line, it's LED strips, it's the connectors, it's the cigarette lighter plug to give that customer that specific product that they're looking for. If they want the higher end, then they can obviously go with the Heise products and the Heise controller.
Now in the install bay line, I think we do have the prep pads and the adhesive motor that you can sell as an add-on as well.
It's right. Install bay catalog is going to have the items that you need to prep that frame in order to get that stuff to adhere correctly.
All right. Well,
let's
learn about it more on the video.
Hi, Jason from Metra Electronics. Today we're going to be going over some of the additional products that we have for the Daytona Lights line. Like we've mentioned before, the Daytona Lights line is an economy line for aftermarket vehicle lighting and accessories. And this year we're excited to bring you 4 brand new RGB kits. We're going to be going over all the features and the benefits to these kits, so let's get going. Before I get into the kit models, I'd like to talk to you about the universal parts that are included in all 4 of these kits. So universal parts being that all 4 kits come with a cigarette lighter to power up the RGB controller. They also have a hardwire option, which would be the red and black wires here, that you can just tap into 12 volt and ground, and you don't have to power it off of your cigarette lighter plug. Now the blue wire here is, when triggered with 12 volts, it will switch your LEDs to a red color. This can be beneficial in for reverse applications or stopping applications or whatever application that you see necessary. That color is fixed, so you wouldn't be able to change that. Also, as accessories that are included with it are the 2 styles of remotes. So we get our regular card style, and then we have a key remote for your keychain. Both of these remotes and the receiver operate off of RF, radio frequency. So they'll have plenty of range, plenty of distance, and you have a variety of control. All 4 kits come with these features. So now we're going to get into the actual specifics of each kit. The first kit I want to tell you about is the DL-RGB K1. This is a 4-piece interior lighting kit. The LEDs come in 12-inch strips. Again, same controller, same remotes as all the other kits, but then it also comes with different lengths extensions. These extensions allow you to mount or get the wiring from one area of the vehicle over to another, whether it be underneath the driver, passenger, or maybe even under the rear seats. Again, the kit comes with 4 LED strips, 12 inches apiece. So the next kit I'd like to tell you about is the Daytona Lights DL-RGB K2. This kit has all the same features as the kit before, but it comes in 10 4-inch LED strips. These LED strips, like all of our other kits, are IP67 rated. They've got that silicone covering over the LED strips. Gives you a lot of versatility when you're exploring your mounting options with this particular kit. It comes with our wire extensions and also some splitters, so you can split these 10 LED strips off into a variety of locations. Again, covered with the RF remotes. You can change the colors, and you can also activate the red color when tapping the blue wire to 12 volts. So the third kit I'd like to tell you about is Daytona Lights DL-RGB K3. This kit is a wheel well kit. It comes with 4 24-inch LED strips, as well as the wire extensions and the Y splitters that you're going to need to get this thing installed. As we mentioned in our other products, it's going to include all those same accessories. Now this installation will take a little bit longer because you've got to run the wires on the outside of the vehicle. But again, it's going to make it easy, it's going to be cost effective, and it's going to give you that extra glow that you're looking for in your wheel wells. So the last kit I'd like to tell you about is Daytona Lights DL-RGB K4. Now this kit is an underbody kit, and it comes with 2 48-inch strips and 2 36-inch strips. This kit is going to complement our wheel well kit that we just showed you a minute ago. So it comes with the wiring and the extensions needed to fit most of your vehicles. It's controlled by the same features and components as all of our previous kits. It'll make a great addition to the look of your vehicle. So Daytona Lights really puts focus on the consumer and identifying that not everybody can pay that high dollar price that a lot of the other products out there in the market demand. The Daytona Lights fills a gap specifically for you as the installer and your customer. Plus, it's got the support and backing of Metra Electronics, so you know it's going to be an honor product and a product that is going to get you what you need in the bay. Thank you very much, and we look forward to seeing you again.
Well, there you have it, guys. Nice wrap up of the 4 new product launches, 2 from Heise and 2 from Daytona Lights. And, you know, pretty exciting. It's exciting because you've got 2 different series that could accommodate 2 different types of customers. But really what you're doing is putting more tools into the hands of the dealers to be able to expand their lighting category and offer all these different solutions. Galen, we don't have a lot of time. Is there something you want to? Yeah,
quickly want to shut it down here and just, you know, of course, mention, you know, our LED bars, any of our RGB rock light kits for ATVs, UTVs, our Jeep accessories as well. This is a really cool piece here from our Jeep side here, Jeep Wrangler LED spare tire light. You know, Heise also includes our saddle tramp lights as well. This box doesn't really have any displays on it, but here you go. Here's a rear LED tail light for a Harley Davidson. So the Heise line is huge, and I encourage all of our viewers to contact me directly on my email or give me a call, and I will be happy to guide you through the catalog and get you the lighting that you need. Something I really want to push before we go is the trailer lighting and our municipality lighting, emergency lighting. Again, I encourage everyone to go on our website and view the catalog at the top there at metraonline.com.
Nothing left for me to say, boys, in the studio. Jay, Aaron, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you again.
We'll see you on the next one. Galen, great wrap up on the lighting offering from Metra.
Yes.
I think we're heading into something completely different again on the next one. We're going to go into the power sports category. Thank you so much. That's it, guys. Heise LED lighting as well as Daytona Lights, both lighting brands under the Metra umbrella. Hope you enjoyed this one. We'll be back shortly with another presentation as we continue showcasing Metra products here on day 4 of CMA Industry Week. I'm your host, Ben Wu. Until next time, connect.